Hi, I'm Susan Brown, life coach from angeleft.com, and you are watching day 5 of the Writer Challenge. I hope you've been enjoying the challenge. I hope you've had lots of aha moments, written lots down, and really got cracking with your book. So day 5 is called Living the Magic, and I'm going to share some more tips with you that have really helped me, and we're going to look at really living as a writer and living the magic. So do you call yourself a writer? If you do, great. And if you don't, why not? Why don't you start calling yourself a writer? Some people are a little bit bashful about this. Well, I'm not really a writer because that's not how I get all my income yet. Or I don't get any income from it maybe yet, that kind of thing. So start thinking about calling yourself a writer. And how do writers talk? How do writers walk? And how is their life different from non-writers? Just have a little play with that for a minute and see what you think. So in your writer life, you're going to want to maybe network with other writers, other people that are on the same journey. Now, one of the joys of social media is that's really easy. From where you're sitting right now, if you're connected to the internet, you can connect straight away with other writers. If you're on Twitter, there's lots of writer hashtags that you can look up and connect with other writers. Don't fall into the trap of networking with other writers during your writing time though. Make it something that you do separately. I call this the 5 a.m. writers trap. There's a hashtag called 5 a.m. writers and is that what it's called? Yeah, something like that, 5 a.m. writers. And sometimes if you go on it, if you wake up at 5 in the morning and then go on Twitter and look at the hashtag instead of doing your writing. So you say, I am writing at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, you're not because you're on Twitter. So don't fall into the trap of doing your social media and networking while you're supposed to be writing. Make them two separate things. Again, following on from yesterday, it's about ring fencing your writing time, keeping it really protected. But there's so much out there to learn when you do decide to network. There's blogs and books written that will help your writing craft. And really part of your writing life is working on polishing and honing your craft. Maybe you are already a fantastic writer, and if so, brilliant, well done. But for most of us, we're work in progresses and we improve over time. So it's not realistic to expect, for example, our first book to be our best book, unless it's our only book. It's likely that we'll get better over time. And the more we write, the more we're polishing our skill and getting better at it. So the other thing to think about, if you haven't already, is platform building. So if you are writing a non-fiction book, for example, even if you get published by a big publisher, they'll still be pleased to hear that you've been working on building your own platform. So that basically means gathering up a little bit of an audience on social media. So do you have a page for your Facebook or for other social media that you use? And what kind of things do you want to say to people? What kind of things do you want to share? Maybe you're doing this already. Who are your audience? Who do you want to buy your book? And are you talking to those people already? If you're not, maybe start thinking about who these people are and what you'd like to say to them. And in the beginning, you know, it can feel a bit like you're talking to yourself. And that's perfectly fine, but just keep showing up and it builds over time. So some of you will feel that that's just a distraction and it's not necessary at this time, and maybe that's the right way for you. But other people will feel that this is important work as well. And these are what I call parallel projects for my writing. So what do I need to be doing about my platform building? How am I improving my writing? You know, sometimes we need to buy a book about how to improve our writing, or attend a course or a workshop, and just most of all, practice, practice, practice. So the more you write, the better you're getting. Okay, and if you have difficulty in a certain area of your writing, seek out that expertise so that you can get better at it. Okay, and don't worry if you weren't fantastic in school at writing. It's not too late to learn now how to improve your writing skills. Okay, so visualizing success, that's what today is about as well, and living the magic. So think about now, if you close your eyes and just imagine Imagine that you are holding your book in your hands and that you feel really, really good about this. We've done a bit of this before, but you can't do this enough. It's so powerful. So you've got your book in your hands and you just feel so joyous about it. You feel so proud of it. Hold it to your heart. Imagine you've got your book held to your heart and just make a heart connection with it. You're so happy that you've done this work. It's even better than you imagined. You're so proud of it. And then maybe you'd like to imagine some reviews left by happy readers that have read your book and love it, and they've left you fantastic reviews. So close your eyes and imagine that you're reading through those reviews. You've just seen it on whatever platform you see it on, wherever your book is for sale. And then if you like, imagine talking to a reader in person, somebody who's saying to you, your book meant so much to me, it's helped me in my life so much. If it's a non-fiction kind of self-help book, or if it's a fiction book, your book was absolutely amazing, it knocked my socks off, I couldn't put it down. Whatever you want the effect, the ideal effect of your readers to be, just imagine that now, that somebody's rushing up to you and saying this. And if you do have any resistance in these visualizations, it is worth noting it down because it's something that maybe you'd like to work through at a later date. So I hope you enjoyed that visualization. I find visualization very powerful in creating things, whether it be books or anything else. Your timeline that you did earlier, you could take it out now and you could use each point, I think it's day 3, wasn't it? You use each point of the timeline to visualize. So the control endpoint, the endpoint that where you have control. So if you remember Jane, her endpoint was querying a literary agent. So if you were Jane, you could visualize that you've just sent the email or the letter to the literary agent and you're feeling really, really excited. And then you can move back along the timeline and go to the point before that and visualize that that's happening. All the time you're kind of showing your brain and your energy system what this feels like, so it feels more possible and it kind of propels you forward in that direction. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of Angel EFT for living the magic. Okay, so close your eyes, have your palms upward facing. And just call in any of those angels that you like to work with, maybe your guardian angel, the angels of writing, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael for the throat chakra, and Archangel Raphael for the third eye chakra for visualizing success, and any other guides that you like to bring in. And just get a sense that you are literally surrounded by this magical energy, and it might look like stars and sparkles, or it might look whatever your favorite color is. Just imagine what that looks like, this magical energy around you. That you're really living the magic of being a writer. You're really following your bliss. You're doing what you love. And allow that magical energy to really grow in your heart. So see it in your heart like a flame, and then see it expanding out beyond you. And send that lovely magical energy out before you, ahead of you in your day. Send it out along the week. Send it out for the rest of the month and the year and so on. Just send it out in all directions. You can send it to your past as well. Angels, thank you for helping me to live the magic today. I choose to invite magic and fun into my writing. Living the magic. I choose to be really excited about my book and excited about the magic that it brings other people when they read it. I choose to increase the magic in my life. And to feel light and enjoy my writing. I invite miracles into my life. I invite miracles into my writing. I choose to be open to any signs today. Anything that's important for me to notice. And I choose to celebrate living the magic. Okay, and palms upward facing. And I really hope that you have enjoyed this challenge. The power question for today is, what one thing can I do today to grow my book? And this is a power question you can use every day if you like it. And if you would like more support with your writing, I coach writers. So I'm going to provide a link for you now. And if you're interested to see what packages I have on offer, please have a look at that link and do get in touch with me if you have any questions at all. Thank you so much for doing this challenge. I really hope that you finish your book and get it out there, and that you really enjoy living this magical life of being a writer. You deserve it. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now. Susan Brown, AngelEFT.com.